In this tutorial, we're going to make a choir style pad fit for a moody track straight out of the 80s, the era when pads ruled the earth, and if your mix wasn't super bright and soaked in digital reverb, you were doing it wrong. Start a 130 BPM project and load 80s backing.wav and 80s pad.mid onto audio and MIDI instrument tracks. Load Dune CM on the latter and select Bank B in the central panel to initialize it. Heavy reverb will form a core part of our pad sound, so we should add it sooner rather than later. Load CM Verb and set its reverb program to gold plate for a suitably bright and glassy sound. Set reverb time to a lengthy 4.5 and crank the reverb level right up to 3.3 dB. Raise low cutoff to 900 and high cutoff to 9000 to make the reverb even more crisp and upfront. Dune CM has a number of decidedly digital sounding custom waveforms, and these make excellent source material for pads. Enable Oscillator 1 and 2's selection option and set their waveforms to 52 and 54 respectively. Then increase Osc Mix just a touch to 7%. So we hear only a little of the second oscillator. Right now it sounds pretty unremarkable, but we can use unison detune to add richness and movement. Increase Oscillator 1's fat knob, which introduces per oscillator unison detune to 22%. We'll leave Oscillator 2's fat control as it is for solidity. We're going to use a lot of unison voices, so turn up voices in the patch settings to the maximum of 72, so we have plenty with which to play chords. And turn down the synth's output volume to 15%, as the added voices are going to make the sound substantially louder. In the unison panel, whack voices up to 8 and try out the detune knob to hear how it affects the sound. Around 8% works for us, producing a distinct vocal timbre that's most obvious in the upper octaves. When designing your own patches, carefully experiment with the number of unison voices and detune settings and pay close attention to how they affect the tone. Turn spread up to 100% to fill out the stereo field. Right now we've got more of a standard keys type sound than a pad, so set the amp envelope's attack, decay, sustain and release to 74%, 78%, 83%, and 62% to make the sound wash slowly in and out when played. Next, our virtual choir needs more breath, and a touch of noise is ideal for this. Turn up the noise level to just 2%. And set the noise colour to 100%, which restricts the noise to the upper frequencies. We can use the filter's resonance to give character and emphasise the breathiness. Increase key track to 100%, so the filter's cutoff will move up and down with the note being played. set resonance to 93%, then pull the cutoff down until you find the point just above where the treble starts to become dull. About 74% does it. A touch or filter movement will add life, making our virtual choir breathe harder and softer. Set the filter envelope the same as the amp envelope. Then increase the filter's ENV control to 9%. The filter now comes to rest at a higher point because the envelope's sustain is at 82%, so reduce filter cutoff to around 66% to compensate. For a final touch of realism, let's simulate how a singer might begin a note slightly flat before sliding up to the correct pitch. In Mod Matrix 1 to 12, set slot 2's source to Mod ENV, amount to -1, and destination to OSC1 semi. This causes the modulation envelope to gently dip the pitch at the start of each note. Finally, add Program EQ CM, switch it on, and set the low boost and attenuation at 5 to boost the low end and cut the mids. Leave the CPS at 30, set KCS to 5 kHz and high boost at 5 to boost the highs even more, and high attenuation at 1 just for a touch of treble smoothing. And that's it, an 80s choir pad.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.